Hello and welcome. I'm Christine from Curated Adventures. Today you're going to learn all about Norwegian's Pride of America's ship and itinerary. The itinerary can feel a little overwhelming due to the number of different ports and the many options at each port, so hopefully this quick session will help you feel confident in your trip to the beautiful island state of Hawaii. The Pride of America is Norwegian Cruise Line's only U.S. flagship, which allows it to embark on this amazing itinerary without having to stop at a foreign port. Foreign flagged ships that visit Hawaii must make a stop at either Canada or Mexico for their itineraries to keep in line with international shipping regulations. This can make for very long sea days. So, this 7 day itinerary maximizes your time in Hawaii and stops at 4 different Hawaiian islands. Most people decide to fly into Oahu when booking the Pride of America, as this ship embarks from Honolulu. This will give you a chance to explore this island before or after your cruise. When deciding where to book accommodations on Oahu, there are two main places to consider: Honolulu or the North Shore. You want to consider location, atmosphere, ease of transportation, and the types of activities that you enjoy when deciding where you want to stay. Honolulu is typical for first time visitors to Hawaii, or those seeking a mix of beach time and urban amenities, or travelers who prefer not to rent a car. The North Shore is great for repeat visitors or those seeking a more local experience. Surf enthusiasts and nature lovers, travelers looking for a quieter, more relaxed vacation, will probably enjoy the North Shore better. Some travelers opt to stay in Honolulu prior to the cruise and then stay a few days after the cruise, relaxing in the North Shore area. The cruise port is located at 521 Ala Moana Boulevard in Honolulu. It's right in the heart of downtown. To get to the cruise port, you can take a taxi from hotels in Honolulu to the cruise port that would cost between $30 and $40 and take about 20 to 40 minutes depending on traffic. You can also opt for the city bus, which takes about 40 minutes from some hotels. Cost is about $3 for a single ride or $7.50 for a day pass. There are several bus lines that you can take from Honolulu to the cruise port, and the exact bus stop for the cruise terminal is near South Street and Oahe Street. Uber and Lyfts are also available, while shuttle services from hotels are not very common. Most passengers view the Pride of America as a functional but not exceptional cruise ship. Regardless, both experienced and new cruisers report the same general feedback. The crew is kind and hardworking. The food is average, and the itinerary is excellent. People who want to spend the maximum amount of time soaking up the islands are grateful for a comfy bed to sleep in and a meal they didn't have to cook. The last major refurbishment was in March of 2016, and a smaller refurbishment was completed in 2018. The ship's next scheduled dry docking is set for May of 2025, and that's for routine maintenance. To board the ship, you're going to need to have some identification. U.S. citizens need either a valid passport or a government issued birth certificate along with a government issued photo ID. Children under 16 only need a birth certificate. Online check in opens about 21 days before sailing and must be completed at least 3 days before departure. Arrive at the port about 2 hours before the ship's departure time, which is typically 7 p.m. You can drop off your luggage with the porters, go through security screening, complete your check in at the terminal, and receive your stateroom card. This only takes a few minutes. Boarding usually starts around 10 or 11 a.m., but Norwegian Cruise Line recommends arriving around noon. Aim to board no later than 2 hours before 7 p.m. I suggest that you get to know the ship when you board, sign up the kids for the kids club, complete your required muster drill, and then grab a drink and a bite to eat to enjoy the ship. Staterooms are typically ready around 2 p.m. Don't forget to head to the top deck for the sail away party as the ship leaves the port. There are 6 restaurants that are included with your cruise fare and 6 specialty restaurants, which you can pay an extra charge for. There is also room service. Breakfast items are complimentary, but there's a $9.95 fee for all other items. The Pride of America also offers several entertainment venues, such as Hollywood Theater, the Mardi Gras Cabernet Lounge, Pink Champagne Lounge, Gold Rush Saloon, an art gallery, a coffee bar, which hosts morning trivia and evening sports trivia. But you should note that there is no casino aboard due to Hawaii's gambling restrictions. Let's get to know Maui. Maui is also called the Valley Isle and is the second largest Hawaiian island. Maui has an impressive landscape of rainforests and coastal features and includes over 80 distinct beaches. This is more than any other island in Hawaii. When arriving by cruise ship, passengers should be prepared for a potentially lengthy walk from the port to the parking area. To streamline your arrival, consider these transportation options. White Glove Car Rental offers a courtesy pickup. Rideshare services like Uber and Lyft will assist with the lengthy walk, and taxi services for about $18 to $20, which can be shared, are also available right outside the port. Norwegian Cruise Line offers several excursions, but international independent exploration can also be equally rewarding. With a 2 night port stay here, travelers have ample opportunity to explore. Now let's get to know Hilo. On the Hawaiian island, which is often called the Big Island, this island is the youngest of the Hawaiian islands, and it's more than twice the size of all the other Hawaiian islands combined. This island is home to 5 different volcanoes, including Mauna Kea, at 13,796 feet above sea level. This is the tallest mountain in Hawaii, and when measured from its base on the ocean floor, is considered the tallest mountain in the world. The first stop on the Big Island is going to be Hilo. Hilo is located on the eastern windward side and receives about 127 inches of rain annually. So bring a light rain jacket for this port stop. It has a more laid back atmosphere with attractions like Hilo Farmers Market, Rainbow Falls, and Akaka Falls. The Pride of America typically docks in Hilo from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., so be sure to plan your activities carefully to make the most of your limited time here. Consider booking a shore excursion that covers multiple attractions to maximize your experience, either through NCL or another tour company. Alternatively, you could rent a car and use the Shaka app to explore the island yourself. Now let's get to know Kona, Hawaii. Kona, situated on the western leeward coast, enjoys a drier climate with only 18 inches of rain per year. It's a more tourist oriented area offering white sand beaches, excellent snorkeling spots, and world famous Kona coffee. Kona is a hub for water activities like swimming, snorkeling, and manta ray night dives. Your length of stay here is typically from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., and it's important to note that this port is a tender port, so you will need to get tender tickets. Tendering starts around 7 a.m. So if you plan to disembark before 7:45, you don't need a tender ticket. But for those of you disembarking after 7:45, free tender tickets are available starting at 6:30 a.m. on Wednesday morning at Pink's Champagne, which is located on deck 6 midship. If you've booked a shore excursion through Norwegian Cruise Line, your excursion ticket serves as your tender ticket. You don't need a separate tender ticket. For shore excursion participants with NCL or other companies, it's recommended to disembark at least 45 to 60 minutes before your scheduled excursion meeting time. And when returning to the ship, you don't need a ticket. You simply line up at the tender pier where you were dropped off. Now let's get to know Kauai. The ship will overnight at Kauai, so you'll be able to see a lot on this beautiful island. We're arriving on Thursday at 8 a.m. and staying until Friday at 5:30 p.m. Kauai, known as the Garden Isle, is celebrated for its lush landscapes, dramatic cliffs, and stunning beaches. As the oldest of the Hawaiian Islands, it has a range of different ecosystems from tropical rainforests to coastal areas, all that were shaped by volcanic activity. This island's unique geography includes the breathtaking Napali Coast and Waimea Canyon, often referred to as the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. You should consider these 2 top adventures when visiting Kauai. Napali Coast State Park can be seen by taking a helicopter, a flight plane, a boat tour, or you can hike to experience this iconic coastline. You can also take a movie tour by visiting some of the filming locations in Hawaii. Several blockbuster hits were filmed here, including Raiders of the Lost Ark, King Kong, Jurassic Park, Avatar, and many more. Without any sea days on this itinerary, you're sure to be exhausted and ready for some downtime. If you're leaving Hawaii right away, but you have a late flight, there are some resorts that offer day passes and luggage storage. Hilton Hawaiian Village, Waikiki Beach, Hyatt Place, Waikiki Beach, Hyatt Centric Waikiki Beach are 3 resorts that offer day passes, which usually allow access to pools and lounges. If you're staying a few extra days, it would be worth your while to visit a different part of Oahu than prior to your cruise so that you can experience something different. No matter what your plans are from here, I'm sure you're going to carry all of your Hawaiian memories with you forever. Aloha!